Okay guys, Bruce here. Well, you have seen this little snowblower. It came in last year and I spent a lot of time getting this motor running. I changed out the rewind to a different rewind, still older, and it has come back, but not for the same reason. So when you work on old stuff, you work on old stuff. So the owner finally decided that he didn't want to have a 30-year-old snowblower in anymore, and he went out and bought a little Honda with the tracks so that he can crawl it up onto his deck. Yes, my furnace is on, I'm sorry. So what we're going to do is start this little guy up, and we're going to show you what is wrong with it, or what potentially is wrong with it, and then we will tilt it on its end like Donny Boy 73 does and have a look under the belly. Well, here we go. I'm going to give it one pull, and if it doesn't start, we'll go to plan Z. I bet you it will though. Choke, timer, on switch, throttle. So it runs like a champ, it just won't auger. So this shaft is not turning. This is not a two-stage. This is a single-stage snowblower, and this shaft drives this chain, and then that chain drives the right there. Sorry, get you some light. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. This isn't your standard snowblower setup. That chain drives that auger, and then it just shoots it up out the chute. So something is not turning this shaft right here. Whoops, something's not turning that shaft right there. Use it. Good. One. The bolt fell down. Two. I'll do the other one down over here. Both bolts are on the floor. And this top one. We might learn something right here. But before I do that, I'm going to go find those other two bolts that retain the cover. One, two, and... Oh! Well, there you go. The belt burned off. See that, right? Oh. Light, camera, action. The belt burned off. Now there might be a reason. Could be age, it could be anything else. But now you can start seeing belt buildup on here. Right there. Right there. Back over here, chunks of belt. That's mostly belt, eh? Right there. Okay. Now I just have to make sure that nothing else is seized causing that belt to go. Alright. I wonder if I can get that out without having to go around that shaft. It might be free. I can get that around there. Yes, it is. Okay. What I'm saying is that there's a gap here I can swing up this belt. It should almost pull up. I need my screw vise. Alright, I gotta turn it up on its end. Wow. Robertson screws. I don't think Robertson screws existed when this lawnmower or this snowblower was made. I should have something more age appropriate in my big jar, right? I got a hunch it's probably just a brake holding this on. Okay. Oh yeah. There it is right there. I think it's just a keeper holding it. Right there. That bar right there is just holding the belt in. It had to be something like that, eh? So I'm just going to take that off with a bolt on this side, there, and holding it on this side. So I'll just leave the camera here and I'll turn it on when I get back. Alright. Now that belt should just come out of there. Like that. Now, let's just spin the shaft. Make sure there's nothing loose to cause that belt to go. And on the idler, no, it's all good. It's just a belt. Man, the guy gave me a snowblower just because the belt went. But that's okay. Now we just have to replace it. I wonder if I have one. That'd be too weird. Let me just go check out the tickle trunk. Oh, so close. This is the one that came off. And this is the closest one I have. Big or small, and this one's just, oh my gosh, that much, that, as we all know with belts, they have to be identical. And that much too short is too short. And it's the same length as this. Oh, this one is an MTD, so probably a mower belt, eh? These two are the same belt. So I gotta go find a belt that'll do that. And I'm thinking of taking the other one off and replacing it too. There's nothing wrong with any of the belts or anything like that. I'm sorry, pulleys or gears or bearings, everything's good. But I don't think there's 100 hours on this snowblower. So anyway, thanks guys. We will continue when I find this belt. Okay, I did get a belt on here, but the idler pulley is not lining up very well with the belt, and it's already hot. Oh, that runs on there too, eh? So I think I'm going to adjust that idler pulley and get a better quality belt. This is just it's a belt that could be used in your furnace, right? It's not that great a belt, and it's already warm. So yeah, we're going to play around with this a little bit more, but we're there. Nothing's screaming at us. I'll show you it running here right away. So I think we need a thrust washer on the other side of that, on the other side of this pulley, because it's rubbing right on the edge of that belt, and that belt is already heating up. But we're there. Nothing's worn. Thanks a lot. I think that this has to go this way with the proud part of that bearing against the pulley instead of this way. Because I think this was jamming up against the edge right. Oh man, I don't have 5 arms, so this is now rubbing up against here and causing problems. So let's just try and put it on this way, and we'll see if the big belt gets in the way. Right there. You see what I'm saying, eh? Okay. So now we're back to where we should be, I think. We've got the shoulder of the idler gear against the bracket so it spins, just like the other one. They're kind of opposite each other. So I was wrong there, guys. And then I just rebent this bracket so that it's vertical. I noticed that it was facing in a bit, and now we're going to retry this on the alignment. Keys off. Last time this belt got really hot, so I'm just going to check and see what it's doing now. No, it's just warm. But I'm going to replace them both. Right on! I call that a good fix. So they had the wrong belt on there. I didn't pick that up last year, because last year I spent all my time working on the motor, which just runs great.